Hi. How do you see yourself? How do you feel about yourself? What's the image that you hold of yourself? You're probably mistaken. My name's Doug Dame, and I think your mistaken identity may be causing you trouble in your life, stunting your personal and your professional growth. You might be holding back from a better life because you're mistaken about your true potential. You're mistaken about the image that you hold about yourself. You're mistaken about what you believe. And so I want to give you a daily tip from my book, Mistaken Identity, and try to help you let go of what's holding you back from life the way you want it, so you can stop hiding and start living. And I was talking to somebody today, and they were reading something out, and I said, that sounds really familiar. And I knew what it was, but they had tweaked it a little bit. And I said, I wrote that. And he reminded me, he goes, yeah, I know. I tweaked it a little bit. And what he was reading was something I had written called my self image formula. And in my book, chapter 17 is called Meeting God. And there's parts throughout this book where I talk about these interventions by God and meeting God. And I tell that story a little bit in the book. And then there's an action step at the end. Each chapter's got an action step. And I'll give you the action step in a minute here, but I want to share with you this self-image formula. So I didn't have a really great self-image for the longest time. It was healthy in some respects. I was doing well in certain areas of my life for sure. But overall, I think I was definitely mistaken about who I was and how I felt about myself, because other people, they were, telling me things about me and how they saw me and how they felt about me that felt true, but it was very uncomfortable. So you probably can relate to that. You probably have people say things to you or about you that feel right and they feel true and it feels authentic, but it's uncomfortable, and it's because your version, your image of yourself is off track. And so, anyway, I want to share this self-image formula that I had written, and just for context, it was almost 4 years ago, this July 5th. It was 2019. And I was in Las Vegas at the Bellagio Hotel because I was down there celebrating my mentor's birthday, Bob Proctor's 85th birthday. And he'd flown me down and put me up at the Bellagio Hotel. And there was a bunch of us, his family and close associates and friends. And we were there to celebrate his birthday. And I was sitting by the pool at the Bellagio Hotel. It was a beautiful sunny day. I know exactly where I was sitting. And I just read the chapter on faith in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And he has what's called the self-confidence formula. I said, I'm going to write my own self-image formula. So if it's okay with you, I just want to share it quickly here with you. And if you want it, I will give you a written description, or I'll give you a written version of this, and you can edit and tweak it any way that you like. And it was interesting having this person that I was coaching today, one of my clients I mentor, having him read out his version. It reminded me, man, this was so good. And this was a turning point for me. Here I am in Las Vegas at the Bellagio at my mentor's 85th birthday. I was so privileged and humbled and grateful to be there and included in that small circle of friends and family. So here it is. First, I know that I'm created in the image of God, and therefore my spirit and mind are perfect, and He loves me as His Son. Therefore, I am capable of creating any expressed desires within me. Second, I've let go of the false image that was handed to me. My mistaken identity is not the true image of who I am or why I'm here. I'm living every day being myself, my true self, and I have nothing to fear. Third, I know that the negative thoughts I have about myself no longer serve me. I've let go of the past, and I no longer worry about the future. Fear is a lie, and my heart's desire and purpose is the truth. God is leading me towards the truth and the light. Fourth, my agreement I now make with myself is that I know and understand that I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I demand and expect that my faith will keep me on my path. It is the road less traveled, and I live my life with love and purpose. Fifth, I know there's nothing wrong with me. The only thing is wrong is my thinking. There's mental junk based on mistaken and limiting beliefs handed to me or adopted by me, and I now choose my thought, my beliefs, and I form my own rules to live by. And sixth, I realize my fear of criticism is based on others' judgment and mine towards myself, and I now release myself from the false prison, and I no longer worry about what anyone thinks of me. It's impossible to please everyone and be accepted by everyone because they're not me. There's no one like me in the entire universe, and there never will be. I am special, I'm unique, I'm impeccable, and I'm a gift to the world. I commit here and now to be myself. And so I had written that, and when he read it, I go, oh man, I gotta go back to that and follow my own self-image formula. And so in this book, Mistaken Identity, I wanted to give you a formula, a process, a map, a guide. This is a guide to letting go of the past that's holding you back. People kept asking me, Doug, how do you do it? How do you remain so strong and disciplined? And how did you become so successful in spite of your story and all the challenges and all the difficulties? And I was on a passionate, earnest pursuit to show you how you could do it too, because it's just plain wrong if you're struggling in your life, in any area of your life. And primarily most of your struggles is because you're mistaken about you, or you're mistaken about the beliefs, or you're worried about other people's mistaken identity and their beliefs that they try to dump on to you. And so each chapter of the book has an action step, and I end it. You might want to do this. You might want to get this self-image formula of mine. We'll send it to you, or we'll make it accessible to you. And you might want to do this exercise. If you haven't got the book, get the book. But here's the exercise from the book. Consider the idea that God has been speaking to you. Open your mind to the possibility. If it was possible, consider these following questions. Have you ever felt God was talking to you? And what did he say? If you asked him what your purpose is, what would he tell you? Are you prepared to follow his direction? The message for me I'm just reading here, the message I got felt so real, and it scared me at the same time. It felt true though. I want you to consider that the good you've heard about yourself from others is true, and that it's God talking to you through them. I hope you have a great day.